Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this Tuesday. Hey, man, beautiful day outside today here in the DMV. Um, I think I'm gonna go take a jog around the lake right when I finish this video. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. But anywho, we know that the breaking news yesterday that Dak Prescott will be signing the contract for the Dallas Cowboys. Finally, he's set in stone. You guys know that it's been a 2 year long process now that we've been waiting to get the young boy signed, the young man, I should say, young man signed. And look, I know that there's Dallas Cowboy fans that don't like Dak, and there's those of us that love him, but to each his own. If you are a Dallas Cowboy fan and you truly love this franchise and what it is, you should be thankful for um, having a guy like Dak because, he shows true leadership. It goes beyond football. I think too many of you that criticize and hate on certain things about him is like, y'all look too much into stats. Well, not necessarily stats, but like the Super Bowl is always like the fawn burner. That's the level. Now we know that Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls. You can't compare Tom Brady to anybody else in the league because Tom Brady has done more than anybody else in the league has ever done and probably will ever do. I don't think there's going to be another player that even reaches the pinnacle of what Tom Brady has done in his league. So I mean, from a guy that was a 6th round draft pick that they laughed at because he ran a 5.14 in a 40-yard dash, like it's ridiculous. Like, to see him come from that in his humble beginnings in the year 2000 to now being, what, 43 years old and still in the league. And his wife is like, what else do you have to? Giselle's like, please just retire. Like, what else do you have to prove? Like, you have 7 damn Super Bowls, but it is what it is. But too many people use that as a marker. You know what I mean? But I just don't think that you need to necessarily do that. Now you look at people like it's hard to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like in the grand scheme of things, Mahomes has been to two. He lost this one obviously against Tom Brady. But the young Mahomes is one of the best young quarterbacks out here right now. And when you look at Dak, I think Dak is probably what you can put him at what top 8, top 10 quarterbacks in this league, because you look at Drew Brees, he's retiring. Ben Roethlisberger, he's probably on his way out the door as well. The last of the Mohicans, you know what I mean? Like the best of the old school that's out there is still Tom Brady. But when you look at the grand scheme of things in this Dak Prescott contract, I've heard so many dumbass comments from fans, that so-called Cowboy fans, on different outlets and stuff, that I just went around the horn just looking at comments, and I'm just like, some of you guys either don't have a brain in your head or you just don't know how the business side of football works and understands how that correlates and how they, I guess, judge a player. Understand that for the idiots, I'm talking to the idiots. I know those of you that already know this, I'm just preaching to the choir, but you should be, if you're a Cowboy fan, you should be excited that you got your quarterback. One reason being is because we're the only team in the division right now that has a real quarterback. Think about it. The Giants got Daniel Jones, but like, is he going to be their franchise guy going forward? Because he's really up and down right now, and I don't know if that's because of their coaching up there or what. But he's not. I don't think he's going to be the guy going forward. Look at Washington. They got rid of Alex Smith. They got rid of Dwayne Haskins. They don't really have a quarterback right now, unless you consider Taylor Heineke. Now, I like what he did against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I mean, in the Super Bowl, in the first round of the playoffs. But I mean, that's cool. But now people have tape on him, so now they're going to see what he really can do. You know what I mean? So was that just a one game thing? We don't know. But I think that Taylor Heineke is gonna, if he continues on that route, I think he could be a good quarterback for Washington. But yeah, but then you look at the Eagles; they got rid of their franchise guy in Carson Wentz, that you paid all that freaking money to. And I'm comparing Dak's cap hit numbers to Wentz's in this video as well. So guys, look at that. So I'm about to break down these numbers real quick so you guys can understand that the contract that we signed to Dak is not really hurting the Cowboys like that. Especially because they're going to do some moves and stuff. They're still going to be able to get some decent free agents. They could get two really good free agents this offseason if they really want to, with the cap space that they can open up. So don't sit here and think that, oh my God, we signed Dak, so we're going to be screwed cap wise. No, that's not what's happening right now. This is actually a Cowboy friendly contract, and it is also friendly for Dak Prescott. Don't look at the big numbers that you see. All of that is front loaded. So I'm gonna explain that to you in a minute. But Philly, they got rid of Carson Wentz. They got Jalen Hurts right now. What is Jalen Hurts going to do? Is Jalen Hurts going to be the guy going forward? Shit. You got projections saying that the Eagles are probably going to go get Mac Jones in the draft this year. So that's another quarterback. So what are they going to do? Their new coach? I don't know about him. And listen to him talk. He don't even sound like a guy that's like a winner. So good luck, Eagles. Good luck, Philly 500. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck to you, Eagles, because I don't know what's going to happen with that. We should be bragging and happy that we signed Dak, because now we got our guy. We know what Dak can do. We know his rapport with this team. We know this team absolutely adores him. We know that this team loves him. We know that, he is the leader of this team, and you can't teach leadership, period. And, because it would have been a bad situation for the Cowboys. You talk about losing seasons. Those of you that didn't want to sign Dak, if you didn't sign Dak, what you think you're going to win without Dak? Come on. Let's not be stupid. Let's be honest with you. I could take it back to, you want to go back to the years where it was 17 quarterbacks in between, 17 damn quarterbacks in between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. That gap in between. Those guys sucked in between here. You see that? 17 quarterbacks that didn't work out. We're not even going to go through all of them. We're not going to do that because I ain't got the time. But you know who they are. If you're a real fan, you know who they are. Remember Ryan Leaf? Ooh. Testaverde? Ooh. They were all ass. So because they were all ass, we had years of mediocrity. And also, not just the quarterbacks, we haven't had great coaching since the Bill Parcells era, since the Jimmy Johnson era. I think Mike McCarthy can do the damn thing, but they got to stop handcuffing him and allow him to do what he did, like he was in Green Bay, when he was able to have the reins to do what he wanted to do. So we're going to get into that. So basically, you look at Dak Prescott right now. So now that he signed his second contract to the Dallas Cowboys, you look at 2016 when he was drafted. You look at 2015, the year before he was drafted. Between those 2 years, there were 22 quarterbacks that were drafted between 2015 and 2016. Dak is the only motherfucking quarterback that is still on his original drafted team. These other players are either got traded or they're not even in the fucking league anymore. So to sit here and criticize the fact that Dak Prescott got his contract, or that you were wondering if we were trying to get rid of him, understand that he is the only quarterback between 15 and 16. 22, you talking about 22 quarterbacks, and Dak was drafted in the 4th goddamn round, 135th pick. And he is the only one still starting for his team out of all those goddamn quarterbacks. So, whatever. Right now, Dak is going to cost, with this contract, Dak is going to cost Dallas about $22 million on the cap. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that, because they're going to free up space anyway. That's all. You think that $22 million is a lot? Okay, well, let me tell you this number. Bear with me. So, like I said, you're talking about 22 mil cap hit for Dak for 21, right? Carson Wentz for Indianapolis Colts, so he didn't even start a snap for the team yet. He's already a cap hit for the Colts for $25.4 million. That's already more than what Dak is with the Cowboys. 25.4 mil. And that's not it. I'm not done. Wentz is going to cost the Philadelphia Eagles in 2021. 33.8 million in cap space. Damn. So you sit here and tell me, so you worried about this little 22 million, but he's on the horn, but Wentz is on the horn for 25.4 for the Colts and 33.8 for the Eagles. So what are we complaining about? Don't worry about that. Because what the Cowboys are going to do is they're gonna free up some space. They're going to restructure a couple of contracts. You could get 17 million right now off of Amari Cooper. That's another 17 million. 47 million in total from all the guys that you can get it from. Him, D-Law, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin. And if you want to, you can. If you decide you don't want Anthony Brown anymore, you could cut him and get You get about a $2.5 million off of him alone. So I mean, I wouldn't cut Anthony Brown because you need a veteran back there. But I'm just saying, if you were to do that, you could get another $2 million off him. So don't. I don't want to hear y'all in the comments talking about some we ain't got no goddamn cap space, because they're gonna create that shit and they're gonna be able to get two really good free agents. And not only that, but they're going to be able to get and still draft some guys too. So of course, we know the deal is worth up to 164 million. He's got 66 million in signing bonuses, and 75 million in year one. Now, basically, this contract is front loaded. So they did this because they're getting ready to get that TV contract done. In the next 2 years. So that cap is going to go back up. So the Cowboys are going to get their money back. It doesn't even matter. So, and then you look at the highest signing bonuses in NFL history. Dak Prescott has the highest signing bonus with what he's getting his contract with this week, 66 mil. Russell Wilson, remember when he got his big contract, we thought that was crazy. And it was only 35 mil a year. But his was a 65 mil bonus. Aaron Rodgers, when he signed his first contract, 57.5. Matthew Stafford, when he signed his, it was 50 mil. Matt Ryan, when he signed his, it was 46.5 mil. Joe Flacco, back when he signed his, was 40 mil. And Aaron Donald, the only one on this list that's not a goddamn quarterback, signed a $40 million signing bonus back when he got his first contract. And back then, we was like, damn, you paid a defensive tackle that much money? Wow. And so within this contract, Dak has a no tag clause. So outside of this year's tag, he cannot get tagged by the Dallas Cowboys going forward. So if after this 4-year contract stint, if they want to re-sign him, they got to give him a regular contract. There's no tagging no more. There's none of that. And altogether 4-year, 164 million. Now technically it's a 6-year contract, but those 2 years are voidable. So it's really a 4-year contract. That's why they just dropped off the 6, made it 164 mil. But that money is front loaded. So the Cowboys are going to be able to do something. So again, look at these numbers. Numbers don't lie, baby. So let me know what y'all think about that. It's your boy E2 Blue. Always keep it. Oh yeah, and subscribe to the goddamn channel. Peace out.